What's up, Pussy Boy Nation? My name is Flynn Wilson, and this is the Flynn Wilson Podcast. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. Let's just jump right on into it. Capacitors, resistors. Doing some studying. Today is the 29th of October 2021. This module builds on the key concepts. Alright, I'm gonna close that door. I've got mouths I'm gonna feed, so I'm gonna make sure I can fight. I've got mouths. You just bark if you wanna leave, right, Jess? Oh god, am I gonna be able to get this itch? I sure am. Hell yeah, let's go. That's a dub. Alrighty then. This module builds on the key concepts. I'm just doing some studying. I gotta start uploading these. In fact, I'll put that in the to-do today. Fuck it. Alright. It's been ages since I've done this because I don't know, I feel like it actually does low-key kind of decrease my concentration. But hey, it is what it is. Module builds on the key contents from... Because I'm always thinking like... Usually I just start talking when I get stuck on something. So I need to think it through, but I just take that time to fucking talk, you know? Okay. Learning physics. I don't even need to do this exam, but fuck it. I'll do it. Alright. Fuck's sakes, I didn't start the timer. Stupid. Sorry if I don't talk much. This isn't really a podcast, is it? Just me fucking recording myself. Because I don't give a fuck. Oh, that's cool. Mass is a fundamental property of particles? What the fuck? Alright. By the way, let's open up Anki. I fucking love Anki. Anki is the fucking shit. Let's add a card. Just get this out if I even need to add something. What's my doggy doing down there? Hey? What's my doggy doing down there? She thinks that when I'm talking, I must be talking to her. I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to my laptop. Quantity of charge in an object has a symbol Q. The SI unit of electric charge is coulomb. So that's the unit, and that is the quantity of charge. What the fuck? Uh... 1.6 times 10 to the power of negative 19. Oh, that fucking pussy nerd fart neighbour is going to school. You go to school. Prefixes. 1 coulomb is a fairly large amount of charge, so we sometimes use prefixes to describe small amounts of charge. 1 millicoulomb is 1,000th of a coulomb. Fucking amazing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Nigga. I'm allowed to say that. Alright, I'm 17. Not racist, I don't give a fuck, nigga. How to incriminate yourself. Is cancel culture still a thing in the future? Shit, homie, I just cancelled myself. Oh, Jazz, you don't want to be in my room? You don't like my room? You think it's stinky? Well, you're stinky, Doc. Are you stinky? Alright, get out of my room, Nick. Why is that door open? Cool beans, cool beans. Alright. Relating current and charge. The movement of charged particles forms an electric current. I already did this shit last year too. Fucking, I better remember this shit for my fucking entire life. Man, doing this shit twice. Ampage. Or ampage. One ampere of electrical current occurs when 1 coulomb of charge passes through a given point in a circuit in 1 second. Oh my goodness. Wow. .45 times by 0.5. That's easy. That's 27.500000000. Easy. Next question. Oh, I fucked up. It's 45 minutes. Okay. 45 times by 60. Let's actually try it, alright? 45 times by 60, 45 times by 2, 90 times by 3, 270. Okay, 2,700. Yeah, 2,700 times by 0.5. 1,375. 1,350. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Nigga. Measuring current. Electric current is measured with an ammeter.
This video series is going to be...
Dude, it's the most basic shit. I don't need to fucking watch that video, man. Come on now. Making charges move. When the terminal of a cell are connected with a piece of wire, the electrons in the wire move because they're repelled from the negative terminal and attracted to the positive terminal, correct? As electrons reach the positive terminal, the chemical reaction in the cell transfers them back to the negative terminal. This constant motion of charge is an electric circuit. Charges in an electric circuit is the electric current. Amazing. Many small electrical items are powered by batteries. The chemicals in the battery provide the energy for the circuit to work. Cool. The electrons keep running the same loop until the chemicals inside the cell are used up. I think I need a handkerchief, man. Alright, I'll be back. This is not productive study. LMAO. He's coming to see me. Yo. Well, it's the most practical thing. It's just not the most Christmassy. Just give me like a really big bag of just random stuff you think of, like a huge $500 Christmas shopping bag. No. And give me a PlayStation.
Because then you'll be like, I didn't do this. What is this for?
What's up, you pussy nerd fart? Let's go. Dude, this is not the best study, huh? But who gives a fuck? I'm still out here. I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. It's not very productive. Yeah, I've got a Pomodoro. Is that how you say it? Pomodoro? Timer, you know? Probably doesn't reflect how much time I actually spend studying, but it is what it is. This is basic fucking shit. Buddy, yeah, now fucking electrons flow. Alright? Discharge rate. Stop barking, you fuck. Blah blah blah, 1 fucking ampere. Who the fuck cares? electron flow and conventional current. In 1750, Benjamin said electricity. Sorry, fuck off.
Might respond to that.
Yeah, good. In 1750, Benjamin Franklin proposed that electricity was carried by the movement of positive and negative charges. When scientists studied electric current in wires, they did not know which kind of charge was moving. Electric current was chosen by convention as movement from the positive terminal of a cell to the negative terminal. Oh, you guys are still bad. 150 years after Franklin, the electron was identified. What? We now know that electrons are the charge carriers when metals conduct electricity. Because electrons... Seriously, what the fuck is going on? We now know that electrons are the charge carriers when metals conduct electricity. Because electrons are negative, they move in the opposite direction to the conventional current. An electron current occurs whenever a charged particle moves. If the particle is positive, the conventional current is in the same direction as the particle. I don't know why the fuck I'm struggling to fucking read. If the particle is negative, the conventional current is in the opposite direction. Key points. Let's go. An electric current requires a source of energy to move positive or negative charges around a circuit. The power source could be a cell, chemical energy, a solar cell, light energy, or a generator. Electric current is a flow of charges through a material. Negative particles such as electrons. What do you mean such as electrons? What other fucking negative particles are there? Fucking up, down, quark? Shit, homie, quark. I don't know what the fucking names for quarks are. Fucking queer quarks. Don't cancel me, please. The direction of conventional current is from positive to negative, regardless of the charge carrier. Current is measured in amperes. Amps. Fucking call it amps. Who the fuck says ampere? Ampere? Ampere. Please don't cancel me. Okay. Feynman technique time. I've got my studying down. I've got it down. Go through the lesson. I don't take notes, homie. I just take little key points that I then use the Feynman technique on for the last 2 minutes. So Q is the amount of charge. C is the unit for charge. It's Coulomb. Electric current. Electric current is the flow of electrons around a circuit. Flow of ions around a circuit. I is used to measure electric current, and it stands for intensity, the intensity of electric current. Easy, bang. This Feynman technique. Bada bing, bada boom. I've got Anki. I didn't even take Anki notes for that because that was some basic shit. Now we can fuck around for I did it a minute early, but we just finished that the first one. Going easy. I'll probably get two done here. I'll get up to lesson 4. That's what I'm saying. I'll do lesson 2 and lesson 3. Well, let's go on Train Me, because I'm wanting to do some hustle shit. So, I've still got my websites. I've got 2 websites now. I had Doggo Lead for a while, but that didn't work out too good. So I recently shut that down, the other day I shut it down. I had this other little glidable, this other little mini UFO drone that I was selling. Yeah, I also shut that down. Shirts. Search up shirts. Training. Q. Okay, what the fuck? Member since Saturday, 6th of November, 2000. I need to see the day. So having a look at Train Me. So I shut down that Dogger Lead store. Had this little UFO drone, didn't really pop off. This is just through TikTok organic posts. Shocklock, I got one video that had 1.8 million views, but the rest are just like max, like a couple thousand views. I don't know how to replicate that video, but I'll probably go more heavily into this new toy that I've got, this little glidable thing, where it's like you throw it, it spins on back to you. It's actually pretty cool. But I'm wanting to do an actual gym brand and get like looking at this protein shake that I want to do. Been looking at this this like protein shaker that I want to do, where it's like an electric, it like spins itself, so it spins your fucking protein for you. Like actually buying inventory for that, getting my label on it, and then selling it. Which is kind of why I want to do this Train Me as well. Like I want to fucking do some hustle shit, man. Got some extra time now. You know, I'm only studying for two subjects, so it's actually pretty easy. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of extra time because the glidable TikToks the glidable and Shocklock TikToks don't take that long to do. I've got like way more time. Gym, study for 2 hours a day, glidable TikToks. I can do some hustle shit. Go to a thrift store, buy something, sell it for more. Oops, I was in fucking t-shirts and searched up PS4. Gosh, I seem silly, don't I? TradeMe.co.nz. PS4. How much? I swear PS4s were going way more on fucking Trade Me than they were on eBay. Just the actual fucking PlayStation, homie. I don't know if clothes are the way to go. No. Dude, when I'm doing these like ab crunches, holy shit, I almost like piss and fucking shit myself. When I'm doing this ab crunch machine where I go like this, I don't know why, but like, it's fucking embarrassing, dude. There were these chicks behind me, I was like fucking ripping fucking farts. And I felt myself like almost fucking pissing myself. And I have no idea why. Maybe it's because like I'm tensing my ab muscles. Related down there, I don't know. The bladder's pretty close there. But yeah, like I'm almost like feeling like myself almost pissing, you know? Which is weird because it's hard to do. Like, to piss your pants is fucking difficult to do. No. Like, yeah, it's basically impossible. Like, right now if I tried to piss my pants, I couldn't do it. Wouldn't be able to piss my pants. But I don't know, when I hop on that Ab Crunch machine, and like, I'm just pissing my pants. I'm just almost pissing my pants. I just thought you guys might want to know that. I don't know why you would want to know that, but there you go. And this one you learn. I didn't learn shit. I knew all that shit already. Pussy.
Hi guys, today I want to talk about potential difference and electromotive force. So potential difference, voltage, potential difference, sometimes known as PD, is the electrical energy converted into another form of energy per unit charge. So for example, a 2-volt light bulb converts 2 joules of energy for every coulomb of charge that passes through it.
What?
So it's taking electrical energy and converting it into light and heat.
Okay.
Electromotive force, also known as EMF. Before I even start talking about electromotive force, it's not a force. Nothing to do with forces. Forget the word force, it's just a historic name.
Fuck force.
So electromotive force is the energy converted into electrical energy per unit charge. So this time we're taking another form of energy and changing it into electrical energy. So for example, this battery is taking chemical energy and changing it into electrical energy. So across the terminals of a battery would be an EMF. The voltage across the battery would be an EMF. So for example, the 9-volt battery converts 9 joules of energy for every coulomb of charge that passes through it. Okay guys, well I hope that's cleared it up. Electromotive force, it's one kind of energy going to electrical energy, where with PD, it's...
Shut up, you fucking pussy nerd fuck. Electromotive force. When 1 coulomb passes through a power supply such as a cell or a battery, it receives energy. The chemical reaction inside the cell sets up an electric field which exerts a force on charges, causing them to move to the terminals. To move an electron towards a negative terminal, it must be pushed against electrical repulsive forces. The chemical reactions in the battery provide this force, so the battery does work and the charges gain electrical potential energy. Okay. One volt is 1 joule per coulomb. Fucking joules. In some textbooks you will find... What the fuck is that symbol? Use this as a symbol for EMF. Fucking amazing. For your NCEA exam, you will be given the equation change in energy equals voltage times by the quantity of charge. Yeah, fucking... Okay. The symbol V can be used for any energy change per coulomb in a circuit. It is measured in volts, joules per coulomb. Yeah, in volts, which are joules per coulomb. Cool. Energy transfer. Moving charges do not literally carry energy from the cell to different parts of the circuit, but they do transfer energy from the source, such as a cell, to a component, such as a bulb. An analogy for an electrical circuit is a bike chain which links the pedal to the rear wheel. When the pedal is pushed, the link in the chain go round and the rear wheel rotates. A chain link still carry energy. The motion of the chain links allows energy to be transferred to the wheel. Cool. Similarly, in a circuit, the motion of the charges through the circuit transfers energy to the different parts of the circuit. Okay. Three things are needed to maintain continuous energy transfer. An EMF that causes positive and negative charges inside the power source to be separated. This requires a transfer of energy inside the power source. A component that transfers energy when charges move through it, such as a light bulb. A complete circuit that allows the charges to transfer energy between the EMF and components. Example. Measuring EMF. Isn't this just voltage? The EMF is a property of a power source. I can't even remember what the fucking EMF is. Electromotive force, yeah. But the force is not actually a force. The EMF is a property of a power source as equal to the voltage across its terminals when there is no current being drawn. Potential difference. Fuck's sakes. Potential difference. Isn't that also voltage? What the fuck isn't voltage? I did not understand. Okay. The electromotive force, EMF, is defined as the energy given to one kernel of charge by a source. And a circuit is the energy lost by one kernel of charge as it moves through a component. Okay, potential difference is measured by connecting a voltmeter parallel across a component. Fucking amazing. It's cool. It's dope. Fucking awesome. EMF is the voltage across a cell. Potential difference is the voltage across a component. That's basically what I got from that. Although if that's right, I have no idea. When a toaster is turned on, special wires inside the toaster become red hot. Why? Ugh.
In this video,
9 minutes, fuck off. I'm gonna be able to do 4 fucking lessons. Awesome. Blah 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 blah. Okay, next lesson, pussy. Lesson 4. Resistance and power. Awesome. Intro. Blah 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 blah. Watch the following video. How long are you? 9 minutes. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Nigga. Voltage, current, and resistance. According to Ohm's law, the current passing through an electrical conductor, and I don't actually say the N word that much. It's just like when I get on here, I want to be as honest with you guys as possible. You know, no bullshitting. So if a thought enters my head, I just immediately state it. The N word. Nigga. You know, I've low-key got a hard on right now. you know? So hopefully, I don't know. You know, maybe I'm embarrassing myself, but right now at this moment of my life, I'm like, fuck it, you know? Fuck it. I try not to feel embarrassed ever. That actually takes some effort. It takes some effort to have that I don't give a fuck, nigga, about anyone, you know, mindset. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Mindset. And if I am feeling embarrassed when I'm seeing this in the future, I don't think I have that mindset anymore. You know? Alright. According to Ohm's law, the current passing through an electrical conductor and the potential difference across it are directly proportional as long as the temperature and the physical size of the conductor remains constant. So, current and potential difference directly proportional. No shit, Sherlock. Electrical resistance R is the constant required to make the proportionality into an equation. So Ohm's law is commonly written as V equals IR. Ohm's law. Hey yo, fuck Ohm. Why is his name Ohm? That's dope. OHM. I don't know his actual name was Ohm. Ohm observed that for most wires and provided the... What the fuck? That doesn't make sense. Ohm observed that for most wires and provided the physical conditions remained constant, the potential difference across a wire was proportional to the current through it. So the electrical resistance was constant. Fucking amazing. Ohm's law states that current passing through an electrical conductor and the potential difference across it are directly proportional as long as the temperature and other physical conditions remain constant. Wires which get hot, such as the resistance is not constant. As the current increases, the wire gets hotter and the resistance of the wire increases. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know why he gets a whole fucking law named after him. That made a fuck ton of sense. I guess shit that seems simple when it's stated. It's very difficult to find out at the time. Watch the funny video. How long are you?
Today
5
I'm
minutes?
going to
Fuck off.
voltage times current
Voltage times current. It would be my main calculations.
This man gets 0 pussy. How much pussy do you read? This man gets 0 pussy, man. How much pussy does this motherfucker get? I'm reading 0 pussy, man. Look at this photograph. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. V equals IR is an important equation which defines resistance. Cool. Ohm's law states that the current passing through an electrical conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference voltage across it. As long as the physical size and temperature remain constant. If it doesn't, then resistance changes. But resistance should be constant. Electric power, P, is the electrical energy used per second and is measured in watts. W, 1 watt is 1 joule per second. A component converts electrical energy into other forms according to the relation P equals VI. When resistors are connected in series, the same current flows through all resistors. The voltage drops across the set of resistances, and the sum of the voltage drops across each resistor. The current through each resistor differs when they are connected in parallel, but they all have the same potential difference across them. Okay, EMF, electromotive force, is just voltage across a cell, basically. That's right, voltage across a cell. It's not a force either. Increasing resistance decreases current as voltage remains constant. Ohm was some fucking old German cunt that found out that fucking V equals IR. That's Ohm's law simplified. V equals IR. Power, P equals V times by I, the intensity of the current, or the amps. Right, so voltage times by current. V equals IR and P equals VI. It's also equal to the change in energy over time. And it's measured in watts, which is 1 joule per second. Look at that dog just standing there. Oh no, my owner's going. Fuck you, dog. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Let's go on to Trade Me. Dude, I didn't even get a rating from that guy that I bought my motorbike off. Whoops. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Bang, bang. $200 for a fucking PSP. $450 for a fucking PSP. What is going on? Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. And I wonder how it feels. How it feels. Look at this photograph. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Kay Kelly. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. Oh man, that is atrocious. My shipping times are actually fucking just abysmal, man. You seriously haven't gone up? The fucking page, man. Load the fucking page. Holy shit, did not fucking ship this person here. What? Oh. Dude, why is this one still awaiting delivery, man? Ah, I don't have those fucking workbooks yet. Oh man. Fucking useless, sir. You're fucking useless. Damn you, Joseph. You suck at your job. Okay. This is a long ass podcast. All good in the hood, you guys get to see more of me. We'll say fuck it, and we'll fucking go ahead and have an early morning tea, and yeah. What I'll do is I'll just let's go on to chemistry and let's see if anything else has been marked. Oh shit, how many? 2 Dropbox folders. Let's go. Let's see it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Outstanding! Fuck yeah! I'm the greatest! One of them was very good. Kia ora, Flynn. Thanks for getting this one done. In future, please try to compile it into one PDF or Word document, even if you have to handwrite it all and scan it and photograph. It's quite difficult to try, Mark. Yeah, nah. And sometimes that is uploaded sideways. That is my bad. Yeah, fucking, I'm done doing this mess, so don't even worry about it. Here. Oh, I'm close to excellence. Let's go. Can't get out of KS correctly. Wait, what? Cool. Yeah. State subscripts. That's what I... Yep. Where can you find the answers to solubility problems in the solutions manual? Fuck you, miss. With your shitty little cat memes. Outstanding? I got fucking outstanding here! Did you cunts get it outstanding? Nah, that's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. Kia ora, Flynn. Great to see you getting through all this work so well. Let's go. You've shown that you're developing... That's not proper English, miss. A very good understanding of this topic. All 3 questions were at excellent level, which is really encouraging. Oh my... Your calculations were very good, and there were just a few little things that you need to remember. Salts from strong acids or bases produce ions that do not react further with water. They are neutral. So Kc is neutral as the Cl minus comes from HCl. Yeah, I knew that already. On the other hand, salts with apparent acid or base status weak do react further. I already knew that, miss. I already fucking knew that. Mate. Don't add water as a reactant for a dissolving equation, as the equation then doesn't balance. Oops. The state change from solid to aqueous is high as enough to show that the solid is dissolving in water. Okay? That 2, I space in the answer. And Q3C, remember that 2 and the answer should be 2.00 to 3, so I'm confused. Dude, I got outstanding. I'm fucking outstanding. You guys aren't outstanding, alright? I'm fucking outstanding. I'm the fucking man, alright? Come on. Alright, let's go back to physics. Every time you try, it makes me laugh. Now I'm wondering why. Oh shit, homie, I got a Dropbox folder with unread information here too, homie. What the fuck? Unread. Oh, you gonna give me a fucking... What the fuck? Excellence, your assignment... Dude, homie didn't even fucking mark my shit. Dude, Joseph fucking sucks at his job. Allison, great fucking job, you know? You've got fucking little shit cunt cat memes and shit, but overall you were pretty good, you know? You took the time to mark it, but you actually fucking marked it. Joseph, I doubt he even fucking looked at that shit. He was just like, you know what, fuck it, excellence. And my physics teachers were always shit. You know? My chemistry teacher didn't give a fuck about me, man. She was like shitting on me. Low key. She was like, for so much of my work I was getting like, not good. Maybe achieved, you know? Because she kept it real with me. But my physics teacher was just bullshitting me. You know, I want you to just keep it real with me and just tell me how it is. But my I'm fucking stuttering Sam over here. My physics teacher was just like, oh yeah, very good, or outstanding work, Flynn, outstanding. You know, one of them left. She was so boring. Now I've got Joseph. He's useless. He doesn't even mark my work. He just tells me excellence. And he's not even giving me the fucking workbooks. I need the workbooks, sir. I need a... That's weird, eh? I'm like a month out from exams. I haven't even studied one of my externals. Lol. Molly. Not that I even need this external. I'm just doing it for banter, because I don't give a fuck. Dude, did I start with the wrong one? What did I start with? Electrical systems. Resistors. Oh no, we good. Okay, let's learn about Kirchhoff's law. I'm surprised this camera is still like, hasn't fucked up once. Usually it just fucks up, you know?
Up to now, we've talked about resistors and capacitors and other components, and we've connected them up and learned about Ohm's law for resistors. And we've learned some things about series resistors, like we show here. The idea of Kirchhoff's laws, these are basically
Kirchhoff's? What the fuck is this guy? Kirchhoff.
common sense laws that we can derive from looking at simple circuits. And in this video, we're gonna work out Kirchhoff's current law. Let's take a look at these series resistors here. There's a connection point right there, and that's called a node, a junction. And one of the things we know is that when we put current through this, let's say we put a current through here, and we know that current is flowing charge, so we know that the charge does not collect anywhere. So that means it comes out of this resistor and flows into the node, and then goes across, and it comes out on this side. All the current that comes in comes out. That's something we know. That's the conservation of charge, and we know that the charge does not pile up anywhere. We'll call this current I1, and we'll call this current I2.
Okay.
And we know we can just write right away, I1 equals I2. That seems pretty clear from our argument about charge. Now let me add something else here. We'll add another resistor to our node, like that. And this now, there's going to be some current going this way. Let's call that I3. And now this doesn't work anymore. This I1 and I2 are not necessarily the same. But what we do know is any current that goes in has to come out of this node. So we can say that I1 equals I2 plus I3. That seems pretty reasonable. And in general, what we have here is if we take all the current flowing in, it equals all the current flowing out. And that's Kirchhoff's current law. That's a one way to say it. In
The other way
mathematical
is push
notation,
off.
we would say I in, the summation of currents going in, this summation sign, is the summation of I out. That's one expression of Kirchhoff's current law. So now I want to generalize. I want to generalize this a little bit. Let's say we have a node and we have some wires going into it. Here's some wires connected up to a node. And there's current going into each one. I'm going to define the current arrows. This looks a little odd, but it's okay to do. All going in. And what Kirchhoff's current law says is that the sum of the currents going into that node has to be equal to 0. Let's work out how that works. Let's say this is 1 amp, and this is 1 amp,
Fuck it, you talk.
and this is 1 amp. And the question is, what is this one? What's that current there?
1 amp.
If I use my Kirchhoff's current law expressed this way, it says that 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus I, whatever this I here,
Oh.
has to equal 0.
Wait, what?
And what that says is that I equals minus 3. So that says minus 3 amps flowing in is the same exact thing as plus 3 amps flowing out. So 1 amp, 1 amp, 1 amp comes in, 3 amperes flows out. Another way we could do it, equally valid, this is just 3 ways to say exactly the same thing. I have a bunch of wires going to a junction like this. And this time I define the currents going out. Let's say I define them all going out. And the same thing works. Sum of the currents, this time going out. I'll go back over here, I'll write in, all the currents going in. That has to equal 0 as well. And you can do the same exercise. If I make all these 1 amp and ask, what is this one here? What is I here? Outgoing current, it's 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus
Yeah, this
1.
is
Those are the
pretty
4 that
Okay. Kirchhoff's current law. Fucking amazing. The total current entering a junction is equal to the total current leaving the junction. Yeah, no shit. Example? I don't need an example. Fuck you. Voltage. And listen to you learnt that in a simple circuit, energy is converted into heat and light in the lamp as fast as it goes in from the battery. There is a simple relationship between the energy into the circuit measured by the EMF and the energy transformed from the circuit measured by potential difference. Okay. Kirchhoff's... Oh, that's right. He's got a voltage law too. How many laws does this man have? Thou shalt not kill as well.
Now we're ready to start hooking up our components into circuits. And one of the 2 things that are going to be very useful to us are Kirchhoff's laws. And in this video, we're going to talk about Kirchhoff's voltage law. If we look at this circuit here, this is a voltage source. Let's just say this is 10 volts. And we'll put a resistor connected to it. And let's say the resistor is 200 ohms, just for something to talk about. One of the things I can do here is I can label this with voltages on the different nodes. Here's one node down here. I'm going to arbitrarily call this 0 volts. And then if I go through this voltage source, this node up here is going to be at 10 volts. 10 volts. So here's a little bit of jargon. We call this voltage here. The voltage goes up as we go through the voltage source. And that's called a voltage rise. And over on this side, if we were standing at this point in the circuit right here, and we went from this node down to this node, like that, the voltage would go from 10 volts down to 0 volts in this circuit. And that's called a voltage drop. That's just a little bit of slang or jargon that we use to talk about changes in voltage. Now I can make an observation about this. If I look at this voltage rise here, it's 10 volts, and if I look at that voltage drop, the drop is 10 volts.
Uh,
I could say the drop is 10 volts. Or I could say the rise on this side is minus 10 volts. A rise of minus 10. These two expressions mean exactly the same thing. It meant that the voltage went from 10 volts to 0 volts,
no shit.
sort of going through this 200 ohm resistor. So I write a little expression for this, which is V rise minus V drop
Equals 0.
equals
No.
what? Equals 0.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
I went up 10 volts, back down 10 volts. I end up back at 0 volts. And that's this right here.
Does that always happen?
And this is a form of Kirchhoff's voltage law. It says the voltage rises minus the voltage drops is equal to 0.
Well, I don't remember that.
So if we just plug our actual numbers in here, what we get is 10 minus 10 equals 0.
It's like voltage of components equals voltage of cell, isn't it? Potential difference, total potential difference equals EMF. Isn't that it?
I'm going to draw this circuit again. Let's draw another version of this circuit. And this time we'll have 2 resistors instead of 1.
Awesome.
And we'll make it,
Five.
we'll make it 2 100 ohm resistors.
Oh, what?
And let's go through and label these. This is again 10 volts. So this node is at 0 volts. This node is at 10 volts. What's this node? This node here is, these are equal resistors. So this is going to be at 5 volts. That's this node voltage here with respect to here. So that is 5 volts. This is 5 volts. And this is 10 volts. So let's just do our visit again. Let's start here and count the rises and drops. Okay, we go up 10 volts, then we have a voltage drop of 5, and we have another voltage drop of 5, and then we get back to 0. We can write the sum of the rises and the falls just like we did before. We can say 10 volts minus 5 equals 0. All right, so I can generalize this. We could say this in general. We can do the summation, that's the summation symbol, of the V rise minus the sum of the V fall equals 0.
V4? What the fuck?
This is a form of Kirchhoff's voltage law. The sum of the voltage rises minus the sum of the voltage falls is always equal to 0. There's a more compact way to write this that I like better, and that is we start at this corner. We start at any corner of the circuit. Let's say we start here. We're going to go
That's
up
0.
10 volts, down 5 volts, and down 5 volts. So what we're adding is the voltage rises. We're adding all the voltage rises. Rise plus 10, that's a rise of minus 5 and a rise of minus 5. So I can write this with just one summation symbol. The voltages around the loop, where I takes us all the way around the loop, equals 0. So this means I start any place on the circuit, go around in some direction, this way or this way, up, down, down, and I end up back at the same voltage I started at. Put a box around that. 2.
Dude, can you shut the fuck up, please? Like, get to the
This
fucking
is
I just
KVL.
want you to say V
Kirchhoff's voltage law.
EMF equals V.
Now I started over
Nice.
here in this corner, but I could start anywhere. If I started at the top,
Oh my god, shut up. Okay. Kirchhoff's voltage law. The voltage is Kirchhoff's second law of circuits. The sum of the EMFs is equal to the sum of all potential differences. That's exactly what I fucking said. Loop is a closed path and the circuit is a path that leads. Blah, 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 blah. Voltage and energy conservation. EMF is the energy supplied by each cell to the charge moving in the circuit. In the circuit on the right, the total EMF E1 plus E2 because there's two batteries. Potential difference is the energy used as the charge moves through various components, right? In this example, the sum of the potentials of V1 plus V2, hence V1 plus V2 joules of energy per coulomb are used by the components in the circuit. Energy supplied equals energy used. Notion: mathematically, this is the same as E1 plus E2 minus V1 minus V2 equals 0. In this equation, the energy per coulomb supplied by the cell to a charge is assigned to a positive value, and the energy per coulomb given to a component in the circuit is assigned to a negative value. No shit. Kirchhoff's voltage law is the same as the conservation of energy in a conducting loop. The amount of electrical energy created is the same amount of the electrical energy used. There is no electrical energy created, you fucking dumbass. The example on the right shows how energy supplied equals energy used up. Blah 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 blah. Some voltages. I need to slow down. I need to slow the fuck down. The sum of the voltages around a closed loop in a circuit is 0. As current flows, and the sum of the voltages around a closed loop in a circuit is 0. Right. As current flows inside the cell from negative to positive, the voltage is positive, electrical energy is gained. As current flows through a resistor, voltage is negative. Stop telling me that it's an oversimplification. Just don't fucking tell me that example then, you fuck. Always, constantly saying, this is an oversimplification. Just tell me the actual fucking thing that's going on then. Fuck you. Key points. Kirchhoff's current law states that the sum of all currents flowing into a junction in an electric circuit is equal to the sum of all currents flowing out of that junction. Kirchhoff's current law is based on the conservation of electric charge. There is no charge loss or accumulation of charges at a junction in electric current. Okay. I love this guy, but I'm not going to watch this video because it's too long. When applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to a loop in a circuit, be clear about your starting point. For each loop, we assign a conventional current direction. Sometimes it is hard to predict the direction of the conventional current in a particular loop. That does not matter as long as you complete your analysis by following the rule in one direction. The law will work out. If the current goes in the opposite direction to the direction you choose, it will work out to be negative. Cool. That's me done. It's 10 a.m. This is a podcast. This is Flynn Wilson. I don't know who you are. Who are you? Are you me? Are you family? Are you friends? Are you... Did I pop the fuck off? Somehow? And you're a stranger? Finding my YouTube channel? Where I said the N-word? With no repercussion? Nigger? I don't know who you are. Either ways, this is 17-year-old Flynn. I'm fucking massive. You're fucking not. Anyways, peace out. Oh, this is awkward. It didn't end.